Hi, cities. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. There is this particular man that has become a weapon fashion against some women on TikTok. He has really been out there chasing them away and trying to, I mean, like he has really been on it, and I really do understand where he is coming from, and he is not lying. He is actually speaking the truth, and some pop-colored women are also trying to troll him on TikTok, and he actually asked them that, you know. That the only place that they have audacity is when it comes to black space or African spaces, because most of them do not have any audacity when they are dealing with their own people and all that. And he also went ahead to say that some black men also have low value, and they also need to hype up or catch up in order to like combat some certain things, especially when it comes to colored women and all that. And the palm colored woman also was trying to throw him and the rest of it, but he was really all out. And his points are really very valid. Some of them are married to black people, black men. Some of them are also married to Niger, like Africans, Nigerian, Ghanaian, Cameroonian, like all the places, right? And some of them actually think that proximity to blackness is makes them black, because I have seen some of them using some kind of words they are not supposed to use on people that look like me because they married black people. Let's get into this video.
Another key reason why I suspect white women who all of a sudden start dating black men or insert themselves in African spaces is because these women understand the power they have. They have a privilege. For example, this lady here, Sarah, she says, "Don't mind him. Is it not a white woman who gave him documents?" As an African man, I want you guys to understand what this woman thinks of you. She might put a laughing emoji over there, but best believe it, she means that. So, in her opinion, in Sarah's opinion, she believes a black man, an African man, she thinks so less of you. She thinks so less of you that you need her to have any success in life. Now, she doesn't know me from a can of paint, but that's her assumption of me because that's what she's used to, and that's her thought of you. Because a woman like Sarah, I can guarantee you, in other communities, she doesn't even have a pot to piss in. She cannot speak in the white community. She cannot speak in the Indian community. She cannot speak in the Arab Asian community. She cannot speak in the Indian community. She cannot speak in the Latino community. But guess where she can speak with audacity and assume that every single black man she sees needed a white woman to get a document. Ding, 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 ding. The black man, particularly the African man. Now, of course, somebody can make a point and say that low caliber men get low caliber women. Now, she doesn't understand that there are African guys that don't need any woman to get a document. No. But Sarah cannot comprehend it because that's not Sarah's experience. Sarah is used to dealing with guys that are, running away from the cops, hiding and avoiding all sort of things. That's what she's used to. She's used to being used. Sarah is the kind of woman that is used. She's that's her experience. That's why she makes comments like this. Is it not a white woman that gave you documents? Because that's her experience. She's used to being used to get papers. She's used to being used to get documents. That's her reality. So I don't blame her if she cannot comprehend that there are black men, there are African men who did not need women to get a paper. Some of us actually decided not to do that. I'm not looking down on anybody. I'm just calling it out. I'm calling your prejudice out. I'm calling your bias out, Sarah. Because in your mind, you think that every single black man you see used a white woman, passport power, to get papers. Does anybody else see it? Or is it just me again? This is what these women think of you, dear African man. They see you as helpless. They see you as low value too. That's why they come to you, because they are low values of their communities. That's why she thinks that it was a white woman that gave me document when that was not as far from the truth. But she doesn't understand that because that's all she knows. Because women like Sarah only get a certain type of men. They don't get top quality guy. They don't get intelligent men. They don't get men who are sitting in corporates. They don't get that. They don't get ambitious men. They get men who are running away from the cops. They get men who are dodging every single responsibility. That's why she made this comment. You might think I'm being harsh, but you don't make this kind of comment. You don't make this comment if that's not your reality. If you think that every single black man you see needed a white woman to get documents, I can only imagine what your experience in dating is. I can only imagine the kind of men you're dealing with. I can only imagine the caliber of guys you're dealing with in your life. I feel sorry for Sarah because, my God, really? but you see, this is why I say I don't trust women like Sarah, like Gabriella, like Corina, who dates black men all of a sudden, or they insert themselves into black spaces. So if it's one or the other, you could be, it doesn't, and listen, from Corina, you could see that somebody could have a Nigerian husband, a black husband, and still be very racist and imply that black people are monkeys with big nose. You have to learn to read between the lines. You have to learn to read between the lines. These women don't like me because I see them for who they are. Manipulative, deeply racist invaders. That's what you all are. Because that video that I made was nothing but the truth. All I am saying is that the black community needs to have some standards, especially the African community. We have no standards. We allow anybody and everybody to do as they wish with reckless abandon in the African and black spaces. I'm not saying do not engage with people from different communities. That is not what I am saying. And if that's what you take from my videos, then you are being completely, deliberately confused, as that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that treat other communities the way they treat you. What they will not allow, do not allow. It's as simple as that. Okay? Like, I see what we allow in the black communities when it comes to like dating, and it's like, okay, dude, why are we allowing that? You know? Things that would never fly in the Indian community, in the white community, in the Arab community, in other communities, why are we tolerating it? Why do we allow it? You know? That's why, for example, a community that has no standards is a community that will be getting the rejects, the leftovers, the odd members from other communities, and that's what we see happen a lot in the black community, you know. And the first place we can start is for us to be aware that this is happening, because it is happening. And if you think I am lying, look at the quality of women that tends to gravitate towards African and black spaces. It's usually not the best, but these women can do that because we allow it. These women can do this comfortably, and not only can they do this comfortably, they do this. But they now, when they get comfortable, they now want to tell you how to feel on black topics, on African topics. It's funny for me. It's funny because it's the truth, and it's like, who gave you the audacity to want to tell me how to feel as a black African man? And they tell you, oh no, my husband is Nigerian, my husband is African, therefore I have a right to tell you how to. What the fuck? Excuse me. But I don't blame them, because they can do this with African spaces because the black men allow it. I'm pretty sure the black women allow this too. I don't know. I don't know about that, but for sure it happens a lot in African spaces because, oh, I'm married to a black man, therefore I can tell you how to feel. Therefore I can interrupt your spaces as well. What the fuck? Excuse me. Have some standards. The more standards you have as a man, as an African man, the less bullshit you're going to tolerate, the less bullshit you're going to allow. That's all I'm saying. That's all I am saying. All I am saying is that the black community needs to have some standards. If I did not care about the black community, I wouldn't be making these videos. And don't tell me go talk to Tinubu. What does that even mean, go talk to Tinubu? I don't have access to Tinubu. Do you have access to Tinubu? People tell me go talk to Tinubu. What kind of escapist excuse is that? I don't have access to Tinubu. Do you? I have access to TikTok. I have access to social media. I use what I have access to speak for my community. And don't you dare. Why did a white woman telling me go talk to Tinubu? Who the fuck are you? What, can you talk to your president? I swear to God, man. So some African guys, you've made some of these women feel too comfortable to speak on things that have zero obligations to them. I care about my community. That's why I make these videos. The black community needs to have some bloody standards. Don't allow things that other communities would never allow from you. It's as simple as that. And it's not about being racist. I am not a racist. If you think I am a racist, then too bad. All I am saying is we got to match people's energy. Simple. That's all I'm saying.
So this is all I got from this video. And trust me, this young man is a weapon fashion against some certain people on TikTok, because I see a lot of colored women all over her page trying to defend some certain things. And trust me, he did not lie, right? He is actually speaking the truth, because some of them actually think that our proximity to blackness makes them black and all that. And I mean, this has really been something that they've been doing for a longer time. It is not new, right? Some of them actually married black people. Some of them actually married Africans, right? Like, Nigerian, Ghanaian, like all that, every other person, right? And like he said, because they married black man, or maybe a Nigerian man, a Ghanaian man, or any other African man, does not mean that they are still not what they are. Because like he said, some of them also call people mon and kill, right? And use some words that a palm colored person is not supposed to use on a black person, like on someone that looked like me. So this is really a thing. But I love the fact that he is really all up. Like, a lot of people actually do not know what they want. All they just want is just to be with someone and all that. And I am sure that I think he lived in Europe, right? Or maybe United States, any of these. And I am sure he may have experienced some certain thing. That's why he's been all over TikTok trying to, like, put messages across to people, and also let them understand how some of them behave and the rest of it. He is actually on track, because most of the things he said are also most of the things African Americans are always talking about, right? And I really hope that people are listening, because, like, you heard what the woman said, go and speak to your president. I love the way he also said, do you have access to your own president? Of course, she does not. And some of them already, like, it's really amazing how the thing, because, or some of them are even dating black men, and the thing, because they are dating black men, for that reason, they can also speak for black people. It is what it is, but he is doing a good job. I love what he's doing. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.